Hello guys, my name is Rob Heffley. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. It's a multi-level marketing company. We specialize in health and wellness. And I'm a male pretty much in a woman's world. And what do you say by that? Well, multi-level marketing is pretty much dominated by females throughout all the companies. And a lot of times I think this is discouraging to some males. They don't see maybe the possibilities that might be with this, but I want to say yes, men can be successful in multi-level marketing. Men can be successful in Plexus. We have several men that made it to the top level, which is diamond for us. But I really believe sometimes that's just kind of one of those things. I can't do that, or there's different things, excuses we use why we can't be successful in a multi-level marketing company for a male. And today I just want to kind of talk about a couple things as far as being a male in Plexus. I have a few different lenses I view things in just because of who I am and where I come from, and those things. That first of all, I'm a Christian, I'm a husband, and I'm a therapist, a mental health therapist, which kind of makes things a little different, the way I see things and the way I see the possible success with different things. But one of the things I really wanted to focus about today was just about being a man in Plexus, or being married to a Plexus ambassador, because I get asked these questions all the time, because when they find out I've been a little bit successful with Plexus, what are you doing, or we talk to my husband, or you do this or that, what's your secret to your success? And there's a couple things I want to talk about today. And part of being a Plexus ambassador, is that there's so many things you can do, but as a male it's a little bit different, I think. And it's just, I think we do business different. We think we're not as social a lot of times as women are. One of the hardest things, some men are, and some people are not on Facebook. They don't talk a lot. But I just want to kind of talk about how, if you're a man, you can support your wife, girlfriend, whatever, or if you want to work the business, just a couple little things. I'm going to kind of go over them a little bit. And here's one of the first things right now. I had to get over myself. I had to get over a lot of pride. It was one of those issues with myself because, my wife, first of all, being a multi-level marketing company, because the negative stigma that comes with those is horrible. But the thing about it, Plexus is so different than any other company. So just, that part of that negative thing right there is one of the hardest things for me, because, I had a master's degree. My wife had her bachelor's, and I was like, she wanted to join a multi-level marketing company. I was like, no, please don't do that. And she's like, she went ahead and did it anyway. And that part of the pride there, I was like, we're not going to have any friends left. Nobody's going to talk to us. People are going to avoid us every time they see us. And that negative stigma, because I've been asked by several companies, different people have recruited, different things, and I've never been part of a company before. Well, the next thing the pride is like, as far as a male, when your wife starts to make more money than you do. Okay, I worked in the gas and oil industry and counseled, and when my wife started Plexus. And with my combined income is like 6 figures, company truck and all that stuff. But eventually my wife passed me. And I know as a male, being from the South, always having a little bit of pride, that was not the easiest thing for me to do, to see her pass me and make more money than me. And that's why, I wasn't as supportive in the beginning with Plexus with her. I was really that kind of dead weight, I didn't really help her. I complained about the time she had to spend, or I was like, all those things that I wasn't helping her pursue her dreams, which was, to be successful in Plexus. And one of those things I've learned this the hard way, and I'm going to kind of give you this little secret, man. If you're a Christian man and you're married, one of the things God's commanded us to do is we're supposed to help our wives reach her full potential. As a mother, as a wife, and if she wants to be a business owner, and the same thing. And that's loving her unconditionally, helping her meet, her full potential. And I wasn't doing that early on in Plexus with my wife. She drugged me last year to Leader Retreat, and she drugged me to her Silver Stars trip she won. I finally clicked. Hey, this is really a great company. I got great products. The products are working for me, and I just didn't quite see, everything quite like she did. And part of that was being a man. I'd always been the visionary in our family, but failed business, I felt like, just kind of beat down, that I wasn't able to dream like I was before. But Jessica was seeing, she saw what Plexus could be and what it was going to be for our family. and thank God for that. So it put me in a place where I had to start, had to kind of either jump on the boat or not. And I realized when I got on the boat, it's always easier for two people to paddle than just one. And we started, it seems like just, as a team, I started doing things for her and she did things for me, and we started really working the business. And that was really like last December and January. And just to see our business grow and us grow as a couple too, to help each other reach each other's goals and dreams. Here's the thing about right now. Some of you are saying, man, I cannot tell my friends about this little pink thing. It's like, how can I support my wife or girlfriend or what, or my partner, wife's Plexus business? First thing is you can take the products. You're like, what are you saying? Okay, Plexus has some preventive health products that are great. It's going to help you, Slim, BioCleanse, ProBio 5, just great things. People need those every day. Omega X, the vitamin, said those things right there, X Factor, we need those things every day. Take them every day like you're supposed to. That's supporting your wife. Be her very, very best supporter right there. And, the next thing is that, don't do it occasionally, but do it every day. And, know what you're taking and why you're taking it for. Especially if it's pain relief, know what ease is. If you're sitting there having problems, because what happens, even the more you know about it, say, I want to support my wife. You can point people when you hear them talk about it to your wife's business. And the next thing, okay, most of us have kids. And one of the hardest things I think a lot of times is in the beginning when we're working a business, our wives, they need to watch the kids to go to a meeting or just there to be on a conference call or to listen or something. Okay, I'm a big person about let's be intentional and block time out for family time. Let's block time out for work. Let's block time out for personal time. But be reasonable with that. Sit there and support your wife. Just watch the kids an hour or two, no big deal. Sit there and be supportive with that. And I've done that. Watch with my wife, because that time is important for her business. And sometimes I'd rather my wife be working 6 hours one night than sit there and be gone for 2 weeks. It's kind of a give and take. And in the beginning, you have to work a little bit more, I feel like, just to get going. The next thing is go to meetings when she asks you to go. Be a part of the things she asks you to be a part of. And you're like, why should I do that? Okay, being supportive of your wife. Your wife or girlfriend, whatever, she's probably been supportive of you your whole life. She probably went to softball games, went to countless number of sporting events or whatever you're into, and probably put a smile on. Do the same for her. Love her, do those things, and just be supportive in those things. The next thing is, how can I still be supportive? Another thing, get a Plexus water. If you're one of those guys like me that carries water around and drinks a lot of water, buy a red water bottle and carry it around. And also carry her business cards if you're not working the business. Because people will ask you about Plexus. People ask you, what is that? And say, hey, here's, you can kind of give them your little spiel, whatever you're taking, say about something my wife is doing or my girlfriend if you're not doing it yet. But, if you're doing it, you have your own 30-second elevator speech. The next thing is, the way to help your wife or girlfriend. Get on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, start adding old friends and, sit there and start making a presence known. She can tag you, so a lot of times you're friends with people she wouldn't be, or you have acquaintances from college, high school, work, old jobs, wherever places you live. What that does, that makes her circle bigger to reach more people. And let her, sit there and tag you in different things, and post too. Every once in a while post, especially if you're in an event, man. If you're like me, I went to Maui, got to take pictures of that. Last year I was in Orlando, taking pictures of that and just posting, tagging my wife, because, man, Plexus is amazing. I've been on 6 paid vacations in the last year by Plexus. Amazing vacations. And, it's easy for me to post about Plexus now because I don't care. You paint me pink, whatever. But that's easy for me to do. But Facebook, do that for her. It's just one of those things, I might hate Facebook, but there's people that she doesn't know. Okay, here's the next step. Okay, I want to do the work of the business now. What do I do? First of all, when you're ready to work the business, number one thing I can tell you is get over yourself. Get over yourself. It's one of the hardest things I had to do myself with pride. I had to worry about people thought about me. People were going to make fun of me from, I'm supporting this little thing. It's a little pink drink, whatever. I'm going to tell you, every business I've ever owned, the return of investment Plexus has been 1,000 times more than any business, any job I've ever had. It's given me more freedom. But it took me a while to get over myself, my pride. So that's the number one thing I can tell you to do, first of all, starting out. Secondly, sit down with your wife and write out your goals for yourself personally and for your wife and for your team, what you want to do. Because what happens when you and your wife are shooting towards your goals together, it makes you like a dynamic duo that can do so many things and go beyond and above every time. Just do that. And with those goals, write an action plan. And with our team, we have a thing called a high five. And what it is 5 things to do every day. But be posting. Since there it also talks about, personal growth, looking at the team page, all those things that we talk about doing every day. But having an action plan how you're going to reach those goals. And that's part of the counts for me, but those are so important to do. The next thing, number 3, listen to your upline. You're like, well, I don't want to listen to my wife. That was part of my problem starting out. My wife and we both joined in June. Okay, I really didn't start working the business till almost December. My wife went Emerald in January, and I was still silver. I went gold finally in January. I started working the business, but I was like, if I would have been working the whole time like she was, where could we have been? I could have been diamond with her right now instead of Emerald. But, that's part of my ignorance, part of me learning, part of me not getting over myself fast enough and understanding what plexus really is. But that part, right there, listen to your upline, your wife. Sometimes I know it's hard to do. And sometimes you have further upline, somebody, it might be a gold or whatever, like whatever they are above you, you'll probably have a jewel somewhere and they'll have good advice. And just listen to them, you'll learn from them, because sometimes learn what not to do and what to do. They will help guide you along the way. There's somebody that's been successful in your upline, I promise you that. The next thing is you got to have presence on social media, especially Facebook. And say, guys, what are you talking about Facebook? I hate Facebook. Okay, I don't hate Facebook. But what Facebook does is, like, you have acquaintances, you have friends, you have people you ain't talked to in years. What happens is, over almost 50% of our country's overweight, obese, and another 29 million people in the U.S. are diabetic. What we have to do is sit there, is like, we're on Facebook, we have friends, we have acquaintances, we have all these people, and we post about plexus. It's like, for men, I always equated to this about fishing. It's like putting a trout line out or putting jugs out. You're not going to reach everybody with every post, because usually only about 10% of people see your actual post. And you will have to sit there and, that's like what that's doing, is constantly reminding people what you're doing. Because right now, most people think it's a brand. You're not do it long or not stick with it, but that consistency, people will see your consistency and people will come around. Like, we have friends kind of joining waves, like at the very beginning, in the middle, and, it's 16 months later, and we have people still joining and they've never commented or liked anything that are friends with ours. So just keep on doing that. That consistency in postings lets them know that you're consistent. You're still doing this and you still believe in the products and the company. So be consistent in all those things. The next thing, meet new people. Expand your circles. Get out there, whatever it is. Like me, I went to a junk sale a couple of days ago, just because people kind of know I'm a plexus guy around here. I drive a Ford F-250 big truck, black, but I have a big plexus emblem on the back of it. People kind of know. Guy comes up and talks to me, who's been around several plexus people, but he's like, I want to sit down and talk to you about what I can do to be successful. And the wind's blowing. To be successful. So just get out yourself, going to the gym, being in different places, church, small groups, men groups, whatever, hunting. There's ways, carry that water bottle, have your business cards ready, sit there and be able to wait, to talk to people. And just expand your circles, find new places to go, new people to meet. And I try to go to a new place every week, somewhere I haven't thought of. And you never know who you might see, or my old acquaintance, or, just kind of get out of your routine is the best thing to do. Just get out and do something new. Meet some new people and build some new relationships. You might not be about plexus, but, the more people you know, the more friends you know, the bigger your network is. They might sit there and point somebody towards you down the road. The next thing, find your niche. I love people who know how to brand themselves with plexus. We have several that do different things. Some are goofy, some are funny, some are, really. My wife is really about gut health. She's like granola. She's borderline hippie. That's not me. I'm more about my niche. I really feel like it's about freedom, to show a man that this is possible, and personal freedom. Health is possible, and doing something you love and doing something you want to be able to help people. But find your niche where you want to be at. I just want to say too, also, just a couple more things. become a student of network marketing. Learn as much about it as possible, not just in Plexus, but other companies. Learn about just about how to speak better, about personal growth, about read different books. And the one book I can say to you, the application part is like read Presley Swaggerty's. It's called Millionaire by Halftime. It's like an application book. It's a how-to, like dummies for network marketing book, and just read that. Be a great one to start off with, and just keep on doing what you're doing. And guys, I just wanted to kind of share this. I know it's a short video, but you guys, whether you're supporting your wife or you're jumping all in the business, it's possible. And it's possible to get to the top. We have several guys making it that way. But don't be afraid. Get over yourself, man, and have a great day. And thank you for taking time.